Have you ever watched a movie that just makes you reflect on your entire life? I felt that way watching Black Swan. Now, this is a film I haven't seen since I was a teenager, which was a weird time to watch, I'll admit, but rewatching now that I'm older just makes me think about Nina and how differently I view her. This film does a good job of making you uncomfortable. It destroys your sense of reality and comfort. That was the point. We are Nina, and this is our descent into becoming the Black Swan. Black Swan came out in 2010. It's a psychological horror film directed by Darren Aronofsky, and if that name sounds familiar, it's because he's directed Requiem for a Dream, Mother, and most recently, The Whale starring Brendan Fraser. I've only actually seen Mother from the list above, but I'd say he's a pretty popular name within the psychological horror genre. Black Swan stars one of my absolute favorite actresses, which is Natalie Portman, and along Natalie, there's Vincent Cassel and Winona Ryder, who is also one of my favorites. The film follows our protagonist, Nina Sayers. Nina is a hardworking ballerina and perfectionist. She's very skilled and passionate about ballet. One thing we know is that Nina has dedicated her entire life to ballet. She has no real friends, she doesn't go out often, and instead she stays at home and practices, noted by the worn-out hardwood floor. Nina is sheltered, innocent, and pure. She is the perfect fit for the white swan. The color white symbolizes purity, innocence, perfection, and goodness. Nina is exactly that. She's been molded as the perfect white swan. Nina's home life is exactly that as well. Nina lives with her mother Erica, who is a former ballerina. Nina lives in the shadow of her overprotective mother. She has been created for the sole purpose of pleasing her mother's desires. Even in the scene where Nina pleases herself, she tries to break out of that purity while she's in, but she is reminded of her mother and she feels shame. Erica treats her like a delicate doll. Her mother dresses her, feeds her, and puts her to bed. Erica treats Nina like a child rather than a 28-year-old woman. A piece of information hidden from the audience until later. I thought Nina's character was in her early 20s, so when I was rewatching this, I was surprised to find out that she was actually 28. Nina's been placed inside this perfect little box, emphasized by her bedroom. It's pretty, pink, and flooded with white accents. It's girly, perfect, and pretty. Nina's door doesn't even have a lock on it. There's no privacy. It resembles a room in a dollhouse. A full view into her life. Nina has never been able to explore anything herself. She doesn't know who she is. She doesn't know her limitations, her likes or dislikes. She's never been able to be her own person. She's never been able to let go. Something the Black Swan desperately needs. Nina's ascent towards madness is her growing out of the mold her mother placed her in. There's no doubt Nina's mother has treated her like a fragile porcelain doll her entire life. Nina's been stuck in this way for a good portion of her life. She's shedding the good girl role and allowing herself a break from perfection. During the night out with Lily, Nina accepts an ecstasy capsule that distorts her reality. She's reckless, dangerous. This was a night of desperate rebellion, a night of freedom from the perfect little web she's been trapped in. The fact that she did something so reckless the night before her rehearsal is telling. She needed an escape from her overbearing mother. In a way, Erica is a reminder of why Nina needs this opportunity. She doesn't want to become what her mother has. She needed an out. When Nina returns home, she's completely out of it. She taunts her mother with her conquests and hookups, which result in Erica slapping her. As Erica tries to enter Nina's room, she says, "You're not my Nina anymore." As the mold breaks, Erica grows more concerned that her perfect little doll is ruining the fantasy. Nina's fantasy life breaks completely the following morning when she's late to her rehearsal. She's been used once again. A perfect black swan rises from the anger, pain, and shame she feels. She's no longer fragile, but bold. She's shedding her skin to become a new version of herself. She grows into her perfect mix of innocence and sultry, the best of two worlds. As she dances, she's flawless, perfect, and dark. She finally completes her transformation into the Black Swan. She's outgrown herself, even if it means having to kill her old self. As she returns to the White Swan, Nina is no longer the same woman she was. The White Swan, the perfectionist, has to perform. She has to finish. It's her only purpose in life, regardless if she's injured. As Nina finishes the performance, she finds herself bleeding out. After giving such a flawless performance, her final words, "It was perfect, I was perfect," symbolize a devastating end to her White Swan. The purity and innocence is long gone. Nina is long gone. Black Swan is one of those films that keep me thinking. It's been about a month since I've watched it, but it's such an interesting film. The aesthetics, the acting, it's great. It's an uncomfortable watch, mostly because I'm not a big fan of horror, but the atmosphere is unsettling, mostly the relationship Nina has with her mother. It's uncanny, weird, and a bit dreadful. Nina lives in a dollhouse fantasy built by others. She becomes what others want her to be. For her mother, it's a challenge she can take care of forever. For Thomas, it's a perfect balance of two different people. And for Lily, it's a wild card she can use. Nina pleases everyone around her, but doesn't enjoy life for herself. Her entire life is surrounded by being the perfect daughter, the perfect dancer, and the perfect girl. Thank you. Bye. She has no friends, no one she can rely on, no one she can trust. Her determination to become everything above leads her to a dead end. Instead of receiving medical attention that could save her life, she decides to put on a show instead of disappointing everyone around her. She destroyed herself to give others what they want. A perfect show. Thank you for watching this video. It's just something that I wanted to talk about since I had it really fresh in my mind. So that's a little like mini essay I did on Black Swan, and if you are interested in seeing like more of these videos, I'd be more than happy to talk about different films I watch. So anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.